And it's recording now. Okay, guys. So who wants to go first? Nobody? Let's do it randomly.
Yes, I'm gonna do it.
You're going to go first. Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just going to read my what I wrote. I will say yes. Yes, it's fair because, well, to verify their identity, nowadays, we can, well, if you know how to do it, you can steal the identity from someone else. You can say that you have, I don't know, many certificates and stuff like that. So maybe it could be fair for the employers to check out your information online just to verify if it's true, if it's um, I don't know if it's true. And another reason could be to to see if you have committed any crime or if they have been involved in any bad or debatable situation. I mean, all depends on the kind of work that you are applying to. I mean, if you are applying to get a to be a teacher, but to be an English teacher or any teacher for a preschool, you have to work with little kids, so they have to know what you have done. If you have anything behind you. So, yep. And what else?
Excellent.
Eh,
Thank you very much.
oh, that's
Yeah,
that's all.
that was
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
Thank you, Steffi. All right, who wants to go next?
Continue.
Yes,
Can I, teacher?
go right ahead, sir. 1 minute. Go.
Well, it's not. Consider it is not fair because the online information that you are showing in social networks, so it doesn't, or the information doesn't reveal any interesting thing about your professional or academic life. So for that reason, maybe you can have your certificates, and you have to verify with the recruiters in the original papers, right? And the interview, because the only thing that most import when you are applying for an interview must be your professional and academic form, not the personal one, because we have a personal life, so we have different behaviors. I commented last day that my
All right, sir.
behavior. Thank you.
1 minute. Thank you, sir. All right. You mean it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
It does. It doesn't matter. All right. Who?
doesn't.
Good. Great. Who wants to go
Thank.
next? Go ahead, Mario.
Okay, I think in this case it's fair, and I found for main reasons. I will try to speak faster to cover them. Okay, it's in order to be updated. So nowadays it's important to be connected. It's important to be fast because sometimes employers doesn't have the enough time to make an appointment or to make a date and know all the professional things that one person can present in a CV or in a resume. So next, it helps us to save time, to save money and resources. So people doesn't have to spend some money by moving to the offices, etc. Number three is the behavior online. The behavior that we commented last class is, for example, I wouldn't hire someone who posted like I don't know, no sense, no sense publications. For example, hesitating to hate, hesitating to discrimination, etc. So finally, a social network is now dedicated to this point, like LinkedIn, OCC World, where you can find some professional profiles and you can offer your professional
All
services.
right,
So
sir.
I think it's fair.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mario. Who's
Sure.
next? Emmanuel, do you have yours?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you please share with us your
Yeah, well, I think it's fair because for many companies, it's necessary to verify if we are saying the real things or the real information we have, or for them, maybe it's gonna be easier to find it, or to find how was your behavior in another jobs. Uh, well, I think the real information because most of the employers or applicants, some cases lie or give something extra information that is not real, and I consider that is not fair for them. Behavior because, as I said, it's necessary to verify how was our behavior in another jobs, or if we have the real documents, for example, certifications. That's well, I think some certification has a folio, so it's necessary to verify those kind of information. And by the end, I think it's fair.
Thank you, sir. That was well within time. Okay. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Who do I have next? Evelyn, can you go next?
Okay. I think it's fair to check the information, but only working information, but because the employee should have privacy, and it is not fair for someone to be judged for something that happened outside the working field. So I think that should be checked just for um the working. um that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. You mean privacy?
Yes.
Yeah. Employees should have their privacy. Good. Thank you. And the last one I have is no. I have two more. I have Luis and Cristobal. Who wants to go next?
Mm.
Cristobal,
Yes.
go. Go right ahead, sir. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning, everybody. Uh, I think it's unfair for employers to check out your job applications online. And I agree with Evelyn. So we have the right to have a private life. And if they are going to check what you're doing on internet, uh, it's unfair. But also, I was reading a little bit about the topic, so and it said that the employers ask you first if you are agree that they check your profiles online in online, and in this part I think is it's good because if you want to get a job, so
All right,
you,
sir.
you can allow them
Yes,
to
it's a
check
minute.
your uh-huh,
That was the
and,
minute.
but I didn't
Eh,
know that information. That's why at
Cristobal.
first uh-huh, I
Minute is
didn't
up.
uh-huh.
Minute is over.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but it was good. Thank you,
okay.
sir. So you agree, right?
Yes, I agree.
You agree. Yes, there you go. Thank you, sir. And who do I have? Did somebody just came in? Oh, I think this all of us. All right, great. Thank you. Now, who can tell me what did you like about this activity?
Can I, teacher?
Go right ahead, sir.
Well, I like that we can expose our viewpoints about a certain topic, so we can agree or disagree. But we are we are exposing and we are practicing or speaking, and also increasing our vocabulary and ability and our abilities to the speaking and to express our ideas. And well, that's the thing that I like more.
Excellent. Yeah, that is awesome. What about the rest of you guys? It was good. It was okay, or it was blah. Well, I hope you did like it. Okay, and let's go with the next activity. I have a message. Message. Good morning, everyone. So let's go back. Sorry, let's continue with the next activity. Here, listen to two people debate the question above. Who answers yes, it's fair, and no, it's not fair to the question? Which of the reasons in your list did they use? Okay, so let's listen first, yes, and then you will tell. We'll talk about who of these two people says yes and who says no. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
It's loading up.
Page
Can
17.
you hear?
Lesson D. Online footprints. 3. Listening and speaking. But is it fair? B. Listen to two people debate the question above. Who answers yes, it's fair, and no, it's not fair to the question? Which of the reasons in your lists did they use?
Employers basically want people who will fit in. After all, what you do online shows your true personality.
But your online profile is private information.
So you think it's private? On the contrary, if I can see your profile by looking online, it's not private, it's public. It tells me things that I won't see in an interview.
Yes, but what you see on social networking sites is not the whole person. Social networking sites don't tell you what people are like at work.
I know what you mean, but you need to consider the cost. Employers need to be very careful about the people they employ because it's very expensive to recruit and train new staff.
Yes, I agree. But on the other hand, as an employer, you can't own your employees 24/7. Everyone has a right to have fun in his or her free time.
True, but if I'm looking at two people for the same job, I'll probably avoid the person who's always partying.
However, just because they party a lot doesn't mean people are bad at the job. For some jobs, you need friendly, outgoing people.
But it's not just party photos, it's blogs and postings and comments too. For example, I don't want to hire somebody with an off-color sense of humor or someone who sounds arrogant. I want someone who will fit in and work well with other people.
Well, I can see that. On the one hand, you don't want to employ difficult people. But on the other hand, people change at work and behave in a different way with friends. So while the internet may show you one side of a person, you really need to see what a candidate is like in person before you can decide.
Okay, guys. We listened to the audio. All we have to do now is think, or actually just say and share the answer. Who thinks it's okay? It's fair.
Rosa.
Rosa. And who thinks it's not fair?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Okay, great. Now, which of the reasons in your list did they use?
In my case, it was about saving money and resources.
Okay. Who mentions that?
The lady, she said it was very expensive for companies to hire someone or stations, something like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, is that it? Was that the only opinion mentioned?
Uh, about the behavior online versus the real life behavior. So she said she wouldn't contract or hire someone who did, I don't know, I don't remember if it was sarcastic or arrogant sense of humor, something like that.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mario. Anybody else?
He also said that employer uh, will not hire someone who is always in Paris and someone who used to post or upload uh, mm, pictures and kind of bad blogs or
Can you repeat that? Loads up pictures or what?
and blogs
In blog?
that are blogs are
Uh-huh.
I think I think that blogs are uh, something that people write or
Yes, correct. A blog.
uh-huh.
But is a blog bad?
uh, the kind of blogs they're used to upload. I think that people who upload bad blogs, or how can I say it?
Okay. Inappropriate?
Inappropriate blogs, yes.
Okay, perfect. So yes, inappropriate blogs. So it's fair or not fair
For she is fair.
for Rosa?
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see somebody else. Would you like to listen again?
Please.
All right, let's listen again then.
Page 17. Lesson D. Online footprints. 3. Listening and speaking. But is it fair? B. Listen to two people debate the question above. Who answers yes, it's fair, and no, it's not fair to the question? Which of the reasons in your lists did they use?
Employers basically want people who will fit in. After all, what you do online shows your true personality.
But your online profile is private information.
So you think it's private? On the contrary, if I can see your profile by looking online, it's not private, it's public. It tells me things that I won't see in an interview.
Yes, but what you see on social networking sites is not the whole person. Social networking sites don't tell you what people are like at work.
I know what you mean, but you need to consider the cost. Employers need to be very careful about the people they employ because it's very expensive to recruit and train new staff.
Yes, I agree. But on the other hand, as an employer, you can't own your employees 24/7. Everyone has a right to have fun in his or her free time.
True, but if I'm looking at two people for the same job, I'll probably avoid the person who's always partying.
However, just because they party a lot doesn't mean people are bad at the job. For some jobs, you need friendly, outgoing people.
But it's not just party photos, it's blogs and postings and comments too. For example, I don't want to hire somebody with an off color sense of humor or someone who sounds arrogant. I want someone who will fit in and work well with other people.
Well, I can see that. On the one hand, you don't want to employ difficult people, but on the other hand, people change at work and behave in a different way with friends. So while the internet may show you one side of a person, you really need to see what a candidate is like in person before you can decide.
All right. So who mentions your opinion?
Me, teacher. Well, just Rosa is commenting. Rosa is commenting that with the online information that you can get about someone, you can know how is he or she. And well, Daniel says that there is a change of behavior of the people. There is a change of behavior in the people, um, with the friends, the family, and the job. So I consider social networks or the information that we can get from internet doesn't determine exactly how the person is. So well, just to know, including sometimes you can meet or you can treat the person, and including like that, you will not exactly how she or he is. So the information on internet is not enough. So yeah, and you have to respect also, because Daniel is commenting that you can check your employees 24/7. Exactly. Imagine in your case, teacher, if English Access will check your live 24/7, it could be uncomfortable, not? Well, that's how I think. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, uh, your social networks do not determine what type of a person you are.
No, not exactly.
All right. So, determine, right, is the word.
Determine. Yeah.
Okay. And when you want to see how a person is, you get to know the person, right?
Yeah.
You get
You get
to
you
know.
get the no. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Somebody else? No? Nobody heard their own opinion in the audio? Emmanuel, Steffi, Evelyn. Well, it's all
Um,
right. It's good. Let's move on for the next activity. Now, number one, or actually the instructions say, listen again and write the two missing words in each sentence. Number one, on the one hand, Rosa believes that what you do online shows your
Personality.
personality. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Good. Now I'm curious about this. The instructions say, listen again and write the two missing words in each sentence. So that means that number one, on the one hand, Rosa believes that what you do online shows your, what about B? On the other hand, Daniel argues that your online profile is, ha, listen again? Yeah, all right, let's
yeah.
listen
Okay.
again.
The good idea.
Page 17. 3. Listening and speaking. But is it fair? C. Listen again and write the two missing words in each sentence.
Employers basically want people who will fit in. After all, what you do online shows your true personality.
But your online profile is private information.
So you think it's private? On the contrary, if I can see your profile by looking online, it's not private, it's public. It tells me things that I won't see in an interview.
Yes, but what you see on social networking sites is not the whole person. Social networking sites don't tell you what people are like at work.
I know what you mean, but you need to consider the cost. Employers need to be very careful about the people they employ because it's very expensive to recruit and train new staff.
Yes, I agree. But on the other hand, as an employer, you can't own your employees 24/7. Everyone has a right to have fun in his or her free time.
True, but if I'm looking at two people for the same job, I'll probably avoid the person who's always partying.
However, just because they party a lot doesn't mean people are bad at the job. For some jobs, you need friendly, outgoing people.
But it's not just party photos, it's blogs and postings and comments too. For example, I don't want to hire somebody with an off-color sense of humor or someone who sounds arrogant. I want someone who will fit in and work well with other people.
Well, I can see that. On the one hand, you don't want to employ difficult people. But on the other hand, people change at work and behave in a different way with friends. So while the internet may show you one side of a person, you really need to see what a candidate is like in person before you can decide.
Excellent. Who has 5 answers?
Me. No,
Who?
no, I have all.
And I have 4 too.
You have 4, and Cristobal has 4.
No,
Who
I
has
have
3 answers?
I have 8.
You have all 8. Awesome. Great. So let's go in sessions. Let's go in groups and share your answers, okay? Are you ready? And there, let's go. All right, guys. So let's check what we have.
I only cast 4.
Well, let's just compare and share what we have so far. Okay, so number 1. What do you guys have for number 1?
True personality.
True personality?
Yep, that's what I wrote. I don't know.
Yes, I have true personality. Also.
True personality. 1B.
Profile list, private information.
Private information. Number 2A. It's okay. Don't worry about
An
it. Let's
interview.
go.
I have an interview.
Rosa says online profiles tell you what you want to see in
An interview.
an interview. Okay. Number 2B. Daniel thinks social networking sites don't tell you what a person is like.
At work,
Work.
At work.
at work.
Yes.
Work. All right. 3A. Rosa argues that it's
Expensive.
Expensive.
only expensive, only one word.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive.
I think so.
3B.
And
Have
then
fun.
yeah.
Have fun. Number 4A. Rosa says companies want people who will fit in and
Work well.
Work.
Work well.
and B. Daniel argues that people behave in a different way.
With
Friends.
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 All right. Now let's listen again and check these answers.
Page 17. 3. Listening and speaking. But is it fair? C. Listen again and write the two missing words in each sentence.
Employers basically want people who will fit in. After all, what you do online shows your true personality.
But your online profile is private information.
So you think it's private? On the contrary, if I can see your profile by looking online, it's not private, it's public. It tells me things that I won't see in an interview.
Yes, but what you see on social networking sites is not the whole person. Social networking sites don't tell you what people are like at work.
I know what you mean, but you need to consider the cost. Employers need to be very careful about the people they employ because it's very expensive to recruit and train new staff.
Yes, I agree. But on the other hand, as an employer, you can't own your employees 24/7. Everyone has a right to have fun in his or her free time.
True, but if I'm looking at two people for the same job, I'll probably avoid the person who's always partying.
However, just because they party a lot doesn't mean people are bad at the job. For some jobs, you need friendly, outgoing people.
But it's not just party photos, it's blogs and postings and comments too. For example, I don't want to hire somebody with an off color sense of humor or someone who sounds arrogant. I want someone who will fit in and work well with other people.
Well, I can see that. On the one hand, you don't want to employ difficult people. But on the other hand, people change at work and behave in a different way with friends. So while the internet may show you one side of a person, you really need to see what a candidate is like in person before you can decide.
All right. So how are your answers? Do you
I
want to
think
change anything or do you want to leave them like that?
they are right for
They
me.
are correct.
Yes.
Yes. They are really good, guys. Oh, wow. I meant to do this. Yes, it's true personality, private information, an interview at work. Very expensive, have fun, work well with others and with friends. Now, the conversation you just heard, is it a formal conversation, a friendly conversation? What type of conversation is it?
It's
It's like a debate.
I think it's formal.
What? Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, I think it's formal because of the expressions on one hand, on the other hand.
Correct, formal and informal. And it's sort of like a debate. Yes. What we have here is one opinion. Let me see. First, we have number one. And in number one, we have two opinions. We have Rosa's opinion. Oh, Rosa's opinion, and then on 1B we have Daniel's opinion. Yes? Now we're going to talk about you. Now Rosa's or Daniel's opinion, but you, your own opinions. Yes, for example, you can say, on one hand, not Rosa, but I. I believe that you what you do online shows your true personality, right? On the other hand, I what can I say instead of argues? I believe. So you can say I believe that your online profile is private information. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to share our opinions using these expressions in the form of a debate. But listen, we have to give one opinion, X opinion, whoever starts first. And then whoever has a different opinion on the same topic, please will share the opinion. Yes. Prepare a response to the debate question with a partner and then present your arguments to the class. How many people answered yes and how many say no? Today's online debate. Is it fair for employers to check out job applicants online? Now you have your opinions, right? You wrote them. Yes, now let's share them with some formal expressions. Now, how do we decide who goes first? Do I have a volunteer?
Me, teacher.
Go right ahead, sir.
Well, I consider definitely is not fair uh, to check out um the information of the employees because there is a there is a private life that we have to respect. Well, the recruiters, the employers must respect. So it's not fair. For that reason, is that the interview, the professional interview, and also when you also all your studies or certifications that you can prove, right? Because um, social networks, well, exactly, is not a social network or online information that you can get about someone doesn't don't reveal exactly what the person or who the person is. So it's not well, it's not correct to do that because just there is a labor relationship that you have to create with a person, like not a personal one. For the personal one, there are friends or the couple, but not the job exactly. So for me, it's not it's unfair.
All right. Sure. So was that only one opinion or were there two different topics there? I heard two, but let's see who can answer Roberto's opinion with an opposite response. Nobody? What about we assign numbers? Let's see. Here on my window, I have Stephanie number 2, Evelyn number 3, Cristobal number 4, Emmanuel 5, and Mario Alberto 6. Yes? So Roberto gave his opinion. Steffi, Stephanie, do you have an opposite response or do you have the same opinion as him?
Uh, okay, I agree with some things that Roberto said.
Yeah.
We do have a private life, but for me, the question doesn't only implies like your social network. By the question, is it fair for employers to check out job applicants online? By online, I understand that it's going to be everything. Like, since you can write the name of the person in the Google research,
Yeah.
or you can also check out their profiles on Facebook and all the social network. So yeah, we do have a right to a private life, to a private, yeah. But on the other hand, like the Rosa thing said, it is important to know your candidates. And to be honest, if you go to an interview, you are not going to say everything about you. The better way to know well the people, or the yeah, to know well the people, is by knowing the two sides of the person, knowing her or his personal life a little bit, but also, I mean, yeah, know um their how do you say it? Know how he reacts in the professional field, but also to know how that person responds in the social network and in everything in other areas. I mean, like, I agree with Rosa. Mm, you cannot find out everything about the people by the interview. You may check uh, not everything, of course, but if you find the certain kind of comments, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like in the middle of the yes and no. Of course, we have to have certain limits. That's what I have to say.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Evelyn, next.
As Stephanie said, I think we should have a balance between what can be checked online for our work. In in my opinion, I guess it is something that should be asked before, should be told to the person who's being interviewed before applying. And if that person agrees, go for it. But if not, I think it should be respect. And,
Respect. Yeah.
and also, we have the right to have a private life, and not because someone posts a photo of he or she being in a party, that doesn't mean that he parties a lot, or he's maybe that's a highlight of the day, or something that
Yeah.
nice that happened on his day. But he doesn't, um we are not always posting what it's happening on our lives constantly, and it's not a fair way to treat someone just looking for its private life.
Thank you, Evelyn. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Next is Cristobal.
So I agree with Evelyn. So employers shouldn't ask for your private information. I think every people behave
Every
in a
person.
different behaves in a different way at work, and they behaves in other way at private life. For example, I behave different at work, and I behave different with my family, and I also behave different on social networks. So the social network or the information you have online is only one part of your life. It doesn't show the person you are. For example, and online you can show your abilities, your skills. Okay, but on the other hand, you shouldn't be afraid if you hadn't done anything wrong.
Right. Thank you very much, Cristobal.
Okay.
Thank you. Next is Emmanuel.
Um, yes, I don't know what to say. I'm in the middle of the topic. Is it's right that in this topic have some positive and negative aspect, as you said with. Uh, I consider that if we are working or we have, if you have working for a company, all your database gonna be uploaded on the internet in order to get another job. In my personal experience, I think that, for example, some months ago, around 1 year ago, I have been working for Manpower, and all your data information is there in the database. For example, I have been working for Unitech, and it's totally the same. All your personal information, all your behavior, your average from the students is there in the database, and they can be consulted by another schools in order to call you or to get the job.
Uh-huh.
If you have been working on, I remember that some of you want to apply for a teachers on SEP. It's totally the same. You have a big manual how to be a servidor público, I think, public server is
Yes.
kind of word. And it's totally the same. You need to follow the same rules in order to have a good experience. Because in my experience, some students look for you even on Facebook, on Twitter, or Instagram, and you need to get a right life to be an example to them. And I think it's totally the same. Is maybe you will say that it's not fair for you because you have a privacy. We have no privacy anymore. Even you get, even you once you get a teacher, you have no privacy anymore. Even for schools, if you want to work in a private school, someone said you have no privacy because your student's gonna be there always. For example, in my case, I cannot go out to Bodega Aurrera even because I get a lot of parents or many students there. So it's not possible to get privacy. Even I can go for in a chanclas or sandalias or something like that to the even to the street because some students is, oh, mom, dad, he is my teacher. So it's not possible to get privacy in those days. I consider that.
Right. Right. Thank you, Emmanuel. Mario, you're next.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to be very respectful about all the comments about all the ideas. And I agree to many, and I obviously disagree to some of them. Right? In the field of privacy, first of all, you decide what to allow, and you will know it is public. I don't know, and I wonder how many people have had the time to read the privacy policies to create a Facebook account.
The
In my
privacy
case, I
policy.
didn't. Sorry.
I have, but that's because I do it. That's what I do.
So in my case, I didn't. So
Mhm.
next, I think that the behavior online shows some hidden attitudes, just like if a person is aggressive in the way the person responds to comments, some posts, etc. Not only social networking. It's like I think it was Steffi. She was saying it is about all the online activity. Another thing I can consider is something similar to Cristobal's comment. If you don't have anything to hide, you shouldn't be concerned about. And in the case that someone says, if you upload a photo in a party, I think it's okay. But what happens with the person constantly uploads photos in a party, Saturday evening, Sunday evening, the other weekend a photo? So you say this person, if I hire him, he will get to work with a terrible hangover. So I think it's important to be checked. Even I will give all the credit to Emmanuel. And he said something about the manual. In the university where I have the opportunity to work, even there is a clause in the contract that it says something like you will keep, I don't know how to say it, uh, a respectful image inside and outside the institution. So,
Yes.
and over there, when you sign your contract, you are giving the permission for you to be checked in all the aspects. So there was a case when a partner in another school, I think he worked in Ixmiquilpan Hidalgo, something like that. He uploaded a photo. He was in a bar on Saturday, but the university authorities detected that one of them was a student of the university, and instantly fired. The teacher was fired. So I think it's important to take care to take care about our image online.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Mario. Thank you very much. The last one will be Luis. Luis, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Can you share some with us?
Okay. I think it's unfair for the recruiters to show the online profiles
To show?
because they sometimes they could reflect not real information
Okay.
because the people sometimes didn't act didn't act in the real way in the on the social lives at the same thing that in the interview.
Okay.
So bad people even not have social network or online footprint.
Okay.
So is I think it is unreal the information sometimes. It's not. Moreover, it is private information. Something it is real.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Did you say moreover?
Yes.
Very good. Very nicely done. Thank you, Luis.
Thank you.
Great, guys. I believe this was a very good activity, and sometimes it would be nice if we had more time to continue this. But this program needs to continue, so we're going to go for the next activity, and we'll do another activity like this in a later time. For now, we're going to go to a writing exercise activity, and the title of this lesson is Making Judgment. Okay. We're going to write a piece about making judgment. Now, in this lesson, you will plan an argument, you will contrast ideas, and you will avoid errors with whereas. Okay, now let me see. Evelyn, can you help me read this part, please?
Um, In this lesson, you plan an argument, contrast ideas, avoid errors with where's task. Write script for an online debate should employ judge applicants by their online profiles.
Yes, should employers judge applicants by their online profiles? Now the debate will be written. Great. So, first of all, read the question above. What question? This question. And now, write three reasons to answer yes and three to answer no. Go ahead. You have to write three reasons. Three reasons for yes and three reasons for no. Go ahead. How are you guys doing? Doing good? Yes? Any questions? No? Go ahead. Continue. Continue. Go ahead. All right. Now, those writings, you're going to be using them a little later. Right now, what we have to do is check this exercise. Where is it? Right here. This one. There. Okay. Now we're going to read this debate script. What do you see on the script? On this script, we see something odd. What do you see that is different? That stands out? We have circle markings, right? What are they? What are these two markings?
Uh, they are words that contrast ideas.
Yes, expressions that contrast ideas.
Conjunctions.
Yeah, good. Now go ahead and read the debate as fast as you can. Go ahead. All right, finished? Yes?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
So what we have to do is circle three more expressions that contrast ideas. Three more. Can you see them? Can you find them? Can you highlight them, circle them, mark at
Okay.
them?
That contrast or any that connect.
Yes. Well, let's go in session so you guys can discuss which expressions contrast ideas.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so what are the expressions that contrast ideas?
I think, however,
Can you highlight it, please?
Okay.
Yes, whereas. What else? What's another expression to contrast ideas?
On the other hand,
Ah,
Highlight it, please. Good. Now, one more.
okay, however.
Yeah, in conclusion, will that be?
Conclusion.
No.
In conclusion,
No.
Um, I'm not sure, but it.
For this reason, huh?
so
I think for this reason is to support an idea.
Yes, that's to support an idea.
And conclusion is to sum up the idea. So
Yes, but they are not contrasting ideas expressions, right?
right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We need a fifth one. What is the fifth one? So let's check out this next slide, which is a grammar chart.
File.
Wow. Yes. Focus on language. Read the grammar chart and then use your ideas from exercise A to complete the sentences below. Contrasting ideas in writing. On the one hand, and you can also say on one hand, it's also correct. But then the number two, on the other, you need the it is necessary to differentiate from one another. All right, let's see. Evelyn, can you read the first example, please?
On one hand,
On one hand,
yeah, on one hand, employees need workers who will fit into the company.
thank you. Luis, can you read the next one?
On the other hand, an online profile is for friends.
Yes. Cristobal, next.
A resume is for employers. However, an online profile is for friends.
Good. Let's see, Mario.
A resume is for employers, while an online profile is for friends.
Good, thank you, sir. And Alberto.
Roberto,
Sorry.
where resumes for employers?
The next
No,
one.
while there are reasons to check an online profile, it is not fair to do this.
Great, thank you, sir. Now let me see, who am I missing? Stephanie, can you read in conversation versus, I'm sorry, I misread. Stephanie, can you help me with this? Writing versus conversation.
Okay. What should I say about it? Whereas is more used for the, I
Writing.
mean, whereas, oh yeah, for writing, and that in conversation. And the other word is however. We can see that however has a higher percentage in the writing that whereas. And also how and in the conversation part.
Yes. So we can see that the red one is conversation and the gray one, gray bluish, is writing, right? So whereas and however are more commonly used in writing. Okay. And we have these contrasting ideas expressions. Notice the order. These on the one hand and on the other hand go at the beginning and they're followed with the comma. However is similar to while, whereas, and but it's used differently. Can you see the difference? However,
However,
yes, go ahead,
uses
Cristobal.
comma, and the other ones doesn't use it.
Yes, however is after a period
Uh-huh.
and it's followed by a comma. While, whereas, or but is only after a comma and doesn't use another comma. Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
I don't understand why do we use a comma
Which one? On
in
whereas?
however, or on the other hand. W-
Right here, on the other hand?
yes, why do we use when we use however, or on the other hand, why do we use a comma, and why in while, whereas but we don't use it?
Because, yes. On these expressions right here, on one hand, you're going to connect two opposite ideas.
Okay.
So on the one hand, comma, now this is a contrasting idea. Employers need workers who will fit into the company. Okay, this you say when you have two different opinions.
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
this expression, it's only stating, you're saying, I have two opinions. One, comma, employers need workers who will fit into the company. Idea number two, comma, an online profile is for friends. Yes, that's why you say, on the other hand, and then a comma. Yes, you're announcing, you're letting the other person know that you have two different opinions.
Okay.
Okay, it's the same for, however, on this one, you only have only one expression to connect the two opposite ideas. However goes in the middle and it's announcing that you have a different idea. A
Okay.
resume is for employers, period. And then you say, however, which is, but there is another opinion, comma, and then you give your other opinion. An online profile is for friends. And these guys, while, whereas, and but, are part of the idea. These are the same sentence. It's not a separate sentence. They are the same. A resume is for employers, while an online profile is for friends. So these expressions are a contrasting idea expression and is part of the same sentence.
Okay.
And you're going to see more examples. We'll see more examples. Hold on. And we have this while. This can be put in the middle as well. In the middle of between the contrasting ideas. There are reasons to check an online profile. Well, it is not fair to do this. Now, check the sentences below. Yes, I'm gonna send them to your WhatsApp and you can complete them. Did I send it to you already? Not yet.
Okay.
All right, let me send it to you. And let's go in groups so you guys can complete them. Let's go. All right, guys. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's break time. Would you like to go to break?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Break, and we'll come back and continue. Okay.
Okay.
How many? 20 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Copy
all.
that. Thank you.
Hi,
Very
Steffi.
steady.
I
Good. Yeah, we're back. Excellent. As you can tell, I changed the room.
oh
Yeah,
okay.
all of my noisy little niece and nephews, including my kids, are downstairs now. They are out on the yard. And
Teacher,
now
do your kids speak English like you?
my older ones, my oldest kids, yes,
Huh?
they speak more English than Spanish.
But your younger kids?
My young kids, no, they're learning. They're
Ah,
learning colors. We're learning vocabulary. Little things like that. This pandemia is being helpful and challenging at the same time, but we
hey,
have to make the most of it. Don't you think?
yeah.
All right. What we were doing right before the break is this completing sentences. These have already been made without opinions. Yes. Introduction. Many employers, here you have to write something. You have a period, and then it says, some people think, period, and then however. Now, where do the contrasting ideas go? And contrasting ideas about what? That's what we have to complete. Yes. And then we have, say, number two, number three, and four. Were you able to do some of this? One, two, three, perhaps? Or can we continue with the sessions so you guys can continue working in teams?
Okay.
Yes, maybe.
All right, let's go in teams. Huh, Evelyn is not here yet.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Let me see. There you are. Great. I'm gonna do it differently. No, yes, let's go like this. Let's go in groups and continue working in as a team. Perfect. Were you able to finish everything?
Where is? Not really.
No?
No.
I was talking with my first team and with my second one that
Yeah.
I have a lot of problems regarding pressure, regarding time. That's why it is so difficult for me, at least, all the tests, every single test. I felt so nervous. I know I might know the answers for all of them, the questions, but just because I have the time to do it,
Time pressure. Yes.
yeah, I blocked, and that's what I'm afraid of.
All right. Well, what I think I can suggest to you, we're going to be having a couple of sample exams. Okay. If you want, I can send you a couple extra. Things things vocabulary and grammar that I can hear that you are fluent in. and time yourself. I'll send you an exam and I give you 30 minutes to do it. Yes. So it's an exam that you know you're going to be able to answer easily. You will be practicing the time issue.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I have a lot of problems with the reading comprehension part because the readings are so long. And to be, if I'm being honest, totally honest, I have problems even in Spanish. So imagine.
Well,
Now in
there's a couple of
English.
techniques.
Oh,
We had a couple of techniques here, and I think you used them. For example, this. Let me find the reading that we had. This article right here. When we read this article, I had three different questions. Remember? And you guys were able to find that answer rather quickly.
Mhm.
So that's what part of the reading comprehension is about, to focus on one event at a time. Yes, you go one after the other one. Now, this one right here was a question about the digital dirt, and then what was the Miss S accused of? What is digital dirt causing, and who checks your profile? These questions are for you to find the information, but focusing on that information, not on the whole article, but focus on one thing at a time. Something similar when we're doing a listening activity. We focus on one thing at a time. Every time we have a listening, there is a question that I put before you, because you have to focus on the answer to that question. You don't really have to focus on everything in that listening. So the key word here is focusing. We just have to learn how to focus on what we need. Yes, and we'll do one more of these exercises. So next time we'll do it again the same way, okay? Now, right now we have this, the reading, and this little exercise, this little activity. Once again, is your opinion, is what you feel, is what you think. And these are the cues. The first is the introduction. Number two, why it's fair. Three, the opposite, not fair. Four, conclusion. All right, so what do you guys have? Many employers,
Check online profiles.
yes, check online profiles. I agree with that. Something like that, okay? Check online profiles. Some people think
we wrote.
Some
Oh, sorry. Yeah, can I?
yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
We wrote. Some people think profiles must be private.
Okay. Some people think private. However, any
It's
ideas?
usually done.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, of course. It's usually done.
However, it's usually done. Okay. Number two, say why it's fair. On the one hand, an online profile
An online profile give gives extra information.
uh-huh, whereas a resume uh,
Gives professional information. Or
gives, what did you say?
professional information.
Say why it's not fair. On the other hand, an online profile
It is your personal space for your, yeah,
it's your personal space.
to share things with friends.
Okay. And conclusion.
Conclusion could be, teacher, in conclusion, while we are not affecting the privacy, uh, it's it is correct, to get online information. um, and in my opinion,
This one is not accurate.
oh,
While we're not affecting the privacy, it's correct to get online. This is the same, isn't it?
okay.
This is the same opinion. This is not a contrasting opinion.
Mm,
And we have the expression while. So when we have while, we have two opinions. While, look at the example on the grammar chart. There are reasons to check an online profile, comma, it is not fair to do this. Are these the same idea or are they contrasting ideas?
They are
they're
contrasting.
contrasting.
They're contrasting ideas. How about this example right here? Maybe what you can say is, while we are not affecting the privacy, instead of the, which is specific, we can be more general. We're not affecting privacy. Or anybody's. Anybody's privacy. Now, contrasting idea.
We can, it is possible to get online information
it would be a different topic.
We are not affecting. Well, we are not affecting anybody's privacy. Um,
How about this
uh,
is one opinion is very uncomfortable.
Comfortable.
No, something different then. While we're not affecting anybody's privacy, it's remember the contrasting idea has to be about the first sentence. This sentence, we are not affecting anybody's privacy. So what would be the continuing contrasting sentence? We are not affecting. Some people get upset, or some people don't like it. How is that for a contrasting idea?
I think that is good.
Yeah. Can you think of another one?
Some people reject.
Some people reject.
Oh,
Or some people think it's invasive.
Invasive. Perfect. Some people
Invasive.
think it's invasive. Like that?
Yes.
Invasive. Yes. Is that a contrasting idea?
yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a contrasting idea. Perfect. Another idea, or that's okay. We can continue with the next one. So we have this. Conclusion 4. In conclusion, while we are not affecting anybody's privacy, some people think it's invasive. Period. In my opinion,
In my opinion, employers shouldn't mix professional life with private life or
with personal life,
yes.
all right. Do I have a different opinion? Somebody else? This is good. Like what we have here is good. If you guys are okay with this, I like this, okay? This is good. If somebody has a different opinion, you can share your opinion with us. And if not, then we're finished. Okay? Any
In my
questions? Yes, sir.
sorry, in my opinion, appliance should be conscious about this.
Applicants.
Applicants, sorry, applicants
Yes, applicants. Yeah, continue.
should be conscious or
Should be aware.
should
Yes.
keep it in mind.
Yes. Applicants should be aware.
Applicants.
Yes, applicants should be aware. Yes? Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Anything else? No, perfect. That was a good batch of opinions, guys. Now writing and check. Write your own script for the debate. Remember your reasons?
Yes.
Yes, you wrote three reasons for yes and three reasons for no. Now write using those ideas a debate script. Yes, something like this. Something like this. You can begin with this. Many employers check the internet for information about job applicants and then begin. However, begin stating your opinions, pros and cons, in favor and against. Yes, in only one script. Now check. You're going to write it on your notebooks, and when you're finished, you have to take a picture of it and upload it in the group.
Teacher,
Yes,
is necessary that we do in the notebooks could be on Word maybe or
yes, you can do it in any way you want, but we will need to see it on the group.
okay?
But in the group shouldn't be in the form of a file. It should be in the form of an image so everybody can read it simultaneously without the need for any extra applications. Yes? All right,
Okay.
go for it, guys. I'll give you what, 5 minutes? 8 minutes? What do you want? Let's begin with five and we'll touch base in 5 minutes, okay? Go for it. There. Now, what we're going to do is all, all of us are going to read all of the articles. Yes, but the one thing that you have to do first, okay, is not read to understand. We're only going to check errors. For example, in the WhatsApp group, I send you a file. I tried to send you a picture, an image, but it went in the form of a file. Can you read it? Yes? All right. We have a color code rubric. The color purple says spelling mistake. Red is, yes, a wrong word. We have the orange, punctuation mistake. Yellow is ing or to missing. Yes, the ing or the to. Something is missing. Green is not understandable. Whether the writing is not understandable or maybe the sentence is not coherent. Blue, countable, uncountable mistake. Black, a purposely mistake. Too informal per se. Brown is word is repeated many times, and pink, message is not clear. You can use the rubric or you can just highlight the mistake that you see. That's all we're going to do, one at a time. Yes, I'm going to show you the first one I see in my list. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is the first one. And let me share it with you. There. We don't have to speak. All you have to do is use your computer and highlight with the colors. Do you need an example?
Oh, word is not always reliable.
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 Where is it? For example, I can tell you in this line right here, there is a mistake. Can you find it? Oh no, hold on a second. I misread it. However, oh no, that's okay. That's good. There you go. That's one.
Something is missing there. I don't remember the color code, but I think there should be an article.
Okay.
Online information can be a powerful tool.
Good. Thank you. Is there another one? Nobody?
What about the verb become? I think it's
Right. Become is a. It's not the correct word for this sentence.
just to do the job,
Well, we
doing.
have to check that. We're not gonna correct it. We're only going to check the errors. Okay. Only check the errors. So become needs to change. Another one. Thank you. That's a good. That's the good one. There is another one over here. This one. We need to check the spelling on that one.
I don't know if in the sentences and nobody is excluded of that. Maybe it should change to um is excluded from that.
Good. So you can highlight the word that is not correct.
I don't know what the color is.
Uh, purple. Do it purple. Good. Now there is one more. This word needs to change. All right. Now that's how we're going to do it. Now I'll give you 10 minutes. Let's do it only in 10. So you can read all your classmates' articles and mark the mistakes and upload them again on the same WhatsApp. Do you know how to do that?
Yes, but we have to check all our classmates' writings,
Yes.
or
All of them.
just okay.
All of them. Or if we can do it fast, okay. I'm gonna erase these ones. Are we ready? I'm going to erase it and let's go for the next one. Let's see now. There. Go ahead. Let's do it all. Let's do it, everybody. Mark the mistakes on this one.
I don't remember the color, but maybe the apostrophe.
Okay, it's good. Yeah, it's okay. Mark it with whatever you can.
I don't know if they, in this case, it's
Good, good. Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
That was good. That was good.
Or right here, maybe the preposition on internet.
Okay, good.
It could be types.
Yeah, can you highlight it, please? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. If you're finished, please let me know you're finished so that I can go to the next one.
I don't think it's necessary to use so.
Okay. Did you highlight it?
Um,
Okay, good. All right. Are we finished? Okay, we're finished. Next.
okay.
Next. Let's go for the next one. Ah, this one is upside down. Can you read?
Oh,
No, sorry.
Sorry, I think it's mine.
Maybe with an screenshot, and if we
Wait a second.
save the.
Give me a second, okay? I will do that. What Roberto is saying.
You guess my talks teacher. Do you practice telepathy or something like that?
No, I don't actually. But it's just a common practice. Give me 1 second. I'm working on it. There, can you see it?
Yeah, better. In the image is better. Right here, I find one. It is the third person, the candidate, behaves or works.
All right, are we finished? Everybody finished with this one? Yes, no? Okay. There are two lines more. There are two more lines. Oh, only one more line. Oh, good. There. Are we finished? Okay, we're going to go to the next one, okay? Next. There. Can you read it and check?
right here could confirm. Could confirm instead may be confirmed. Could confirm maybe right here.
Okay. Over there, I wanted to say maybe conformed. I'm
Ah,
sorry because
conform.
of the ugly writing.
Okay, but could, but okay, don't worry. But it could be could conform. Yeah, because maybe conform. Uh, the online profile could conform. Maybe
It's
okay.
a different situation. Might maybe conform with could conform. It's two different um, meanings.
I think it's okay just without the B.
It depends on the idea, on what the writer is trying to say.
But if we remove the v, we have to turn the verb in original in single simple form, because right here is past participle. May
Conform,
confirm.
conform.
Conform. Sorry, conform.
Conform.
This one, I can't see it now. Wait,
Right here down. May be conformed with ed, and is may conform. Just the simple form. So we
wait. This
have to
thing
change.
moves on me.
Just check right here. Erase. Ah.
This moved. I can't move it back. Sorry, guys.
Okay, maybe could be right here. Right here we can preserve the may. We eliminate v, and this verb we conform. We uh, we can turn in the original or base form. Conform.
This conform.
Conform in
Okay.
simple. Yeah.
Look. Let's look at this. It says, on the other hand, an online profile may be conformed. This is saying a profile could be made with, could be composed of. And if you say could conform, it means the profile will be a part of something. So this B has a different meaning. So you can down underline it if you think so. If you think it's something different, underline it. But that's it. We're only marking possible mistakes. That's it. Yes. So let's leave the underline on the B and we continue. And when you're finished, please let me know.
Um, Maybe right here. I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe right here,
Mhm.
instead to write as and as, we can, in my opinion, applicants and recruiters should be careful about this light line.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe instead to write as applicants, as recruiters, applicants and recruiters, maybe.
Yes, maybe. So good. Just the underline. Go ahead. All right. If we're finished, can we go to the next one? Yes. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Next. Go ahead.
Air. Maybe an orthography because I don't distinguish if this is a air or H.
You mean grammar?
Grammar.
Yeah.
Or otrer. I don't know if exactly if this is a
It's okay.
H.
That's a
On the
perfect.
other hand,
You can just underline and then we'll check that again. Okay. Let me know when you're finished, please. We still have two more to go after this.
The comma right here after, however. I am not sure. I am not sure right here, but maybe have on mind instead in mind. No?
is the phrase keep on mind? Sure.
Ah, maybe keep on mind. I am not sure, but keep on mind, yeah. And to show only the information they want us to see. That is why.
Over here could be we should keep on mind sad people.
You can yes, just highlight where you think there's a mistake only. Okay, because the next activity is that you have seen the markings, you have seen the highlights that your classmates have put on your writing, on your article. So when we're finished checking everything, you have to write it again, keeping in mind that you have to correct the errors, write it again with error correction.
Um, I have a doubt.
Yes?
Have in mind or keep in mind because they were saying
Yes, go ahead,
on mind.
just
No.
highlight it, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, just highlight it and let's move on. Are you ready for the next one or not yet? Finished?
Yes.
Perfect. Now remember, you're writing a piece, an article about your opinion. So sometimes your classmate is not going to agree with you when he marks it. All you have to do is write your opinion again in a better way. Okay? That's it. But it's still your opinion. Okay? So let's go for the next one. There, go ahead. Are you finished, guys? Thank you, thank you. There you go. I see you're working. I see you're working. All right, are we finished? Yes? Okay, let's go for the last one. There, that's the last one. There.
We have already.
This one was in print, right? This one was typed. Ah, no,
We have already checked
you
this.
sent it again, right,
This is
Stephanie?
steps one.
Yeah, Stephanie sent it one more time. Okay, then we are finished with this. Oh, no, this is not Stephanie's. Is this yours, Stephanie?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is mine.
perfect, perfect. Good, great. Now we have seen all of your articles. Yes, did everybody send their article? Yeah, everybody did. Evelyn, Cristobal,
Yes, I sent my article, but it wasn't checked
it
yet.
wasn't checked. Let me check it out again one more time. What's your number, Cristobal?
Uh,
Ah, there it
for,
is. I see it. I don't know why it didn't load up. So let's check it out. There, go ahead.
I am not sure exactly right here.
Go ahead. Sorry, guys. Right there?
No, a little up. Nowadays, no, no.
Sorry, hold on. Right there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Are we finished?
Yeah.
Great. Any questions, guys?
Many.
The answer would be none. In the question form is, are there any questions? In the answer will be, there is none, there are none. Okay, perfect. So you have seen that the activity, how we checked every one of the writing pieces, and we checked for errors. All you have to do now is in a couple of minutes, rewrite your piece again, correcting the mistakes. Yes, that's all you're doing. Only the mistakes. Go ahead and erase and rewrite. Yes. And in 2 minutes, what you can do is delete your first picture, the first original writing from the chat, and then upload the correct one, please. Excellent. I have one, two, three, four. Who am I missing?
Me, almost, teacher, almost.
Almost, Evelyn, almost, Emmanuel.
But in the opinion or talking about the grammar?
No, now it's the message. Now is the idea that it has been written. All you
Okay.
have to do is read it and say, share with your classmate. I think this is the best article because of the idea is good. And I don't agree with this article because I don't think this is correct, you know? All right, let's go in groups. And let's go. All right. Sorry to interrupt. We're running out of time. How did it go?
Fine, it's okay, teacher.
It was good. Yes. Did you get a chance to talk about everything you wanted to say?
Yeah, well, in my case, yeah.
That's good.
We were
Well,
just talking.
yes, you were just talking. You needed more time, huh?
No,
Yes.
well,
Well, in my case, we were just talking. We started to talk.
Oh, you had just started to talk. I'm so sorry. It would
For
be a
me,
great idea for you if you can get in touch with your classmate again after class and you guys can continue, the conversation.
okay. For me,
But
it was good.
for you, it's good. Perfect. There you go. Great. Thank you very much. Now that you have written all of your pieces and you try to check the errors, the next activity is that you have to send me your writing. And this time I will check it and I will send you the mistakes, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So the homework will be just to write it again correctly. That will be it after I send you the some markings, okay?
Um,
So
to your number or in the same chat?
uh whatever you want. Yes. I say in my to my WhatsApp so I can send it back to you only or in the group. It's okay too. It's however you feel comfortable. It's good.
Sorry, I was in a call and I don't know what we are doing.
I basically just asked them how the activity was. Everybody told me that it was good, but Evelyn and you had just began to talk.
Yeah.
So I was telling her that it's a good idea if you ladies can catch up after class and continue the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the homework is send me your writing again, the second piece, without mistakes, without errors, or with the corrections. Send it so I can check it and I send you back some more markings. Yes, so you can do it again.
Okay.
And if there are no questions, we're going to check. I think I have it. Mm, yes, I have it, but my internet is a little slow. The next class will be conditionals. How are conditionals for you guys? Easy? Piece of cake? Piece of
I have already explained them to my
think
students
of conditional.
as a well a grammar topic, but before to explain them, I always need to check a grammar book in order just to remember them correctly and to explain them to my students without any kind of doubt or mistakes.
Yes, I understand. However, in this case, don't worry about studying anything before. Yes, just relax a little bit. Yeah, enjoy the class. I hope it's interesting for you guys. And we're going to see a lot, okay? The next three lessons are going to be easy and fun and hopefully fast. I would like to have that sample test by Wednesday. What do you guys think about that?
That's okay.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Because after we have the exam, the sample test, then I can review with you guys the answers, which answers were correct and which ones weren't, and why. Yes, that will give us a very good map as to what to study more, where to practice more, what to check again, and things like that. Yes,
Okay, teacher. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
no problem.
perfect, great. So this will be next Monday. So for today is Saturday. We are finished. Now, how was the class?
Well, for me was good because we have the chance to review many things, and it is important also to check the right team because we can have many mistakes, including in Spanish. Sometimes we can also have writing errors. So in English more because, well, we can speak English, but it is not our mother tongue.
Right. And with
Yeah.
everybody's help, it's easier to see a better way to do things, right?
Yep.
Perfect. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learn a couple of new things.
Teacher, I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
For example, in the grading section, does it have an exactly structure? For example, in TOEFL test, they have an exact structure to write an essay, or in this test we're gonna apply next in the future, next weeks.
An
It's
essay.
gonna be an essay or just a short paragraph or what?
It will be it will different in each case. It will be different in each case. The most common is an essay, and the essay is a formal way. Yes, sometimes it will tell you write a story, and the story is not so formal, not like an essay. It's just a tale.
Okay, but in this case, we need to follow the same structure, or does
Well,
it have any similar structure? For example, to write story. For example, in my case, I know just a little how to write an essay. That we need to write the first paragraph, the body, the conclusion, etc. In this case, gonna be the same, or
yes, in that case, yes. What will be checked mostly will be the formality of it. Yes, if it's a personal story, you can write it with some informal expressions. But if it's an essay about an article, an academic article, then you will need to use more formal expressions.
okay, but in this case, you're gonna teach us what is the cover structure, or just say how to use the expressions.
Actually, the structure is just like you said it. You know, the introduction. Yes, after the introduction will be the you elaborate. Yeah, you go into details, and then you give your opinion, and then the conclusion. And in your opinion, you board two aspects: pros and cons, whatever you're in favor or against, and then the opposite, right? So, like you said, the essay is your introduction. What do you call the middle?
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. Any other questions? We're good? Excellent. Great. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for coming to class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was good and helpful for you. And we'll see you next Monday.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much. See you on
See you.
Monday.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
Excellent.
Monday.
day.
Thank you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.